Hello and welcome back to a Master Gradius Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. And we talked to one of the rats, and the rat said that there's a secret chamber. So I'm guessing this dais will move if we find the right lever. And as it so happens, the lever's right there. So let's move it.
The sound. I think the altar moved.
And let's head down there. Now we need a clue. We're not going to press anything until we get clues as to what we should do next. Mass healing. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Let's give that to Gradius.
Now this is valuable.
East, north, south, west. That could be a clue. So there's a button here. A button here. A button there. And let me guess, a button around here somewhere? Right there. So this is east, north, south, and west, I guess. East, north, south, west. So east is up here. Saving.
I wonder what that did.
Now for north. East, north, south, west. If this is east, that's west, and that's north. So we have to press this button next.
Now to find out what effect that had.
Now the south button.
Did that cause a reaction?
And the west button.
Does anything seem different now?
That did not work. Alright, let's try pressing the buttons in counterclockwise.
I wonder what that did. Now to find out what effect that had. Did that cause a reaction? Does anything... Now to find out what effect that had.
Alright, so that would be west, wouldn't it? That would be north. North, south. West, east. So east first. East.
I wonder what that did.
North.
Now to find out what effect that had.
South.
Now to find out what effect that had.
And west.
Does anything seem different now?
This is not working. East, north, south, west. East, north, south, west. That's what we just did. I guess this could be south. That would be... Let's see. Maybe this wouldn't be south. Alright, let's try it as south. Alright, so this is east.
Does anything seem different now?
North.
Did that cause a reaction?
South.
Now to find out what effect that had.
And west.
Does anything seem different now?
If this is north, this is south. This is east, this is west. East, west, north. No, it's east, north, south, southwest. Let's try east, the first one.
Does anything seem different now? Did that cause a reaction? I wonder what that did.
Alright, east, north,
Did that cause a reaction?
south,
I wonder what that did.
west.
I wonder what that did.
Absolutely nothing. Oh, that's north. Okay. So east would be what? Wouldn't this be east? East Coast? That's slightly north. And this is west. But we already tried that and it didn't work. Let's try this again. Let's try the opposite. So originally it was east, north, south, west. So now it'll be west,
Now to find out what effect that had.
south,
Did that cause a reaction?
okay, so what was it originally? East, north, south, west. So now it's... So now we go north then east. This might do it.
Now to find out what effect that had. Well, that was efficient.
Open! So we just had to do it the opposite of those initials.
Welcome, Source Hunter, welcome! I must admit I'm rather disturbed by your presence here. Not because I fear you, no. Because I must assume that the goddess has willed us to meet like this. Like intimates, in these holy chambers. Perhaps she wishes for you to see, Source Hunter. Perhaps she wishes for you to understand our way. Perhaps she has willed it time for our factions to walk side by side toward a new beginning. This history of Source versus Hunter is as long as it is gruesome. Aren't you tired of fighting?
What is the Immaculate's purpose? What goal are you working toward?
Ah, Source Hunter, this is what the Conduit fears you will never understand. For how could you? Your kind are agents of maintenance. You must keep the established order. You must enforce the existing laws. But what if everything you know is a mere shadow of what could be? What if you are regulating a system that is inherently broken? Though I doubt you will grasp this, Source Hunter. We Immaculates have come to believe that the life we live is no true life. And we seek to restore a better, more authentic existence.
What sort of better existence do you mean?
The original way, Source Hunter. The singular awareness that was once the void. Before we were wrenched apart by existence. Before we were separated into a million warring minds. And the time is nigh. Each sacrifice brings the void closer. Each bloodstone helps the Conduit to call it nearer.
Tell me about the Conduit.
She and she alone communicates with the goddess. She and she alone can bring the goddess intention to the ears of the faithful. Whither the goddess turns her eyes, the Conduit is there to enact her will.
Why do you Immaculates make use of such a dark power as Source?
So what if it is dark? What is so terrible about darkness? I ask you why a natural and neutral aspect of the cosmos, of our lives, can be banished. It is easy to view death, or sacrifice, as we practice it, as inherently negative. But the easy perspective is very infrequently correct. Why regard death, an utterly unavoidable aspect of our very natures, with fear and panic? Only by abandoning the fear of death do we truly live. You say Source is dark. We say that to use it is to embrace the so-called darkness within each and every mortal. How can we deem an aspect of our very selves to be dark? Who decided that to die was a weakness, a failure, a tragedy? No. To die is to be completed. To kill then, to kill is to carry this completion forward. And now do you see, Source Hunter? Do you understand that walking the Immaculate Path is the only way to conclude this experiment called existence? Do you see that to bring true balance, true equilibrium, we must rejoin one another in the void? And do you see why I cannot permit you to intervene in what is coming?
I bind you in solemn battle oath.
The unending darkness.
I need to dry off.
You don't have a leg to stand on.
That battle was a little easier because we were 16th level against 14th level enemies, and we took out the mage really fast. So in the next edition we'll loot this place, and I have a feeling we'll find a very important ingredient that will help us to fight the Death Knights.